American Digital School thanks Your Excellency for welcoming us into your office. This conversation is an important opportunity to exchange experiences, especially in the field of education, and to strengthen our cooperation between Jordan and Europe in developing schools and learning opportunities.
Thank you very much, Majd, and welcome to the delegation of the European Union in Jordan.
Thank you. If you allow me, I have a few questions. Your Excellency, I'm a kid from Jordan, and I love going to school. How does the EU help improve schools and education for kids in Jordan?
So, to start with, I want to recall that Jordan and the European Union are neighbors, but they are also true friends. And we have a long and shared history behind our back. And therefore, we have today a very strong relationship, which is based on our common aspiration for a rules-based international order, an international order which, where we follow rules and we are held accountable for our behavior as nations, as people.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have with Jordan a relation of friendship where we want to have a deep cooperation across all sectors. We want to do business together. We want to do science together. We want our people to connect. We want them to interact. We want them to travel to each other's country. And we want also to have access to the same rights, to the same services, and to education in particular. And therefore, as we do cooperate with Jordan, we put a strong focus, a strong emphasis on education. You know that we have a very deep, solid cooperation portfolio. We build water infrastructure in Jordan. We build energy infrastructure in Jordan. We build hospitals, primary health centers, community centers. But in the area of education, we have a very diverse portfolio of cooperation. And over the years, we have built schools. We have also helped the ministry with the curricula, programs. We have helped the ministry hiring teachers for different communities, including refugee camps, but also for vulnerable communities in Jordan. After the COVID crisis, we realized that some schools and some children in Jordan were facing difficulties with literacy, including numeric literacy, so math and Arabic.
Yeah.
So we are supporting those schools that are in need of additional support, offering additional capacities to teachers, offering them also equipment, assets to bring the Jordanian children up to speed on especially math and Arabic. So I'm saying this to respond to your question and tell you that in the area of education, we have a very, very large portfolio of cooperation, a lot of money. In fact, we have an active portfolio of close to 300 million euros, so it's a lot of money. And with this investment, we hope that the Jordanian schools will offer a chance to the Jordanian children similar to the chance that all European schools at home offer to European children. You know that in Jordan you have good schools, but you have also very good universities.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jordanians get access to those universities. What we want to do also is bring those universities closer to our universities, offer Jordanian students the possibility of studying abroad in our universities. So this is what we call mobility. So we offer scholarships to Jordanian students to come to study with us in our universities, and vice versa. We want to encourage European students to come and visit Jordan and stay in Jordan. And from you know, the universities in the north, Yarmouk University, Just University, to the universities in Aqaba, through Al Husseiniya in Man. We have European students in your universities. University, but also vocational training for those students who want to pursue their education in the vocational sector, to become, you know, specialist in photography, for example, or car maintenance, or many other sectors which offer job opportunities for the Jordanians. So increasingly, we look also at the vocational training. It's an important part of our portfolio. So voilà, I told you, we work at school, primary school, teachers, curricula, additional learning support when needed, but also in the area of vocational training and higher education.
Actually, I was going to ask you about vocational training. I was going to ask you if all young people, not all young people want to go to university. How does the EU support vocational training and technical skills that help youth find jobs?
You know, a big challenge for the Jordanian economy, just like a number of European economies from the south and the southwest Europe, we did not jump on the train of the industrialization in the 19th century. And the industrial base in Jordan is not up to the level of its aspiration. So you know that Jordan adopted a modernization plan that is, and there is a strong political will at all levels of the royal court, the government, the public administration to advance this modernization. And one of the objectives is to strengthen the industry, the industrial base in Jordan. To do that, you need vocational education. You need skills. You don't bring anybody to a factory. You need to bring workers that are skilled, that are specialized. And this is why vocational training is key. Not all Jordanians should become engineers and doctors. It's good.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you want a functioning economy that creates jobs and creates revenues for all communities, industrialization is key. For Jordan, but also in Europe, we have also a similar problem in some of our countries.
Yep.
So vocational education is key. What we do is, first of all, we work with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Labor, Vocational Training Center, to build curricula and certificates, and have national certificates that are well integrated in an education path. So you have the BTech, but you have also the training offered by the Vocational Training Center that are certified by Jordan. Then what we would like to do is offer programs for all Jordanians and Syrian refugees that are in need of scholarships. Because looking at Jordan, there is a need to strengthen the industry locally, but looking at the country next door, you need to prepare for the reconstruction of Syria. And again, to reconstruct Syria, you will need vocational training and skilled workers. So one of our big initiatives this year will be the launch of a 35 million euro program with calls for proposals, where we will work with civil society organizations, NGOs, and we would like them to offer to as many Jordanians and as many Syrian workers the possibility to get certificates. Get the training first, but get certificates and certified education in the area of vocational training. And we will do this with the VTC, which is a Jordanian body affiliated to the Ministry of Labor that has the authority to do that. And on top of that, we will also launch a new project of 10 million euros to offer scholarships for young students who want to follow vocational training both in schools, in secondary schools, BTech, but also after school, so in higher education institutions. So those are the two big projects that we will launch this year, new projects that will complement our existing portfolio of cooperation in the area of education. So, you know, during my first answer, I told you about what we do in the area of primary education, learning support, university, you see through your second question that we take very, very seriously the vocational training and the vocational education.
When we grow up and finish school, what advice would you give to Jordanian students who want to study in Europe?
So, first of all, I would reinforce this ambition. Any student will get a lot from everything he will learn locally in local universities. But as part of the education, it's very, very important to travel, to get exposed to other universities, other working environment, other cultures. It's part of the education, and it's a privilege for anybody to travel abroad. An important, in Europe, we come from centuries of armed conflicts, wars between our nations or people or villages or cities at all levels. And when after the Second World War we broke a glass ceiling by decided to try and integrate our societies and build a common political entity, a union, what became the European Union, a very, very important vehicle to achieve that goal was to allow our students to study in other universities. So young French people traveling to Italy, Spain, or Germany, Sweden, and as part of they don't miss a year, they don't lose time. It's part of their education. They will spend a semester here or there, get their credits, so they get their certificates, come back to their universities of origin and continue their education. So it's key, and it's key. It's fundamental to create a political union, to break all the prejudice, the cliché, the bad ideas and impressions you may have about your neighbors. So education, the Erasmus project, was critical for the European Union as it exists today, to build relationship. Another vehicle that we use to create this union is to integrate our economies, abolish our borders, and create a single market of services, single market of goods. So there is no tariffs, between the products that are produced in Poland can be exported free of charge and sold on the market in Portugal, at the opposite of Europe. So, but to change the mentalities, the mobility of students was key. And what we are trying to do for now 2 decades is to offer access to this program to our best friends and neighbors, including Jordan. So every year you have 800 Jordanian students and teachers traveling to Europe with a scholarship as part of this program. So I can only encourage any young Jordanian to come and study with us and sit down with European students and forge the good relationship that our nations need so much to build peace and to build good win-win relations at all levels. Society, people to people, business, all this is forged at school and at university. It starts there.
Are there scholarships or student exchange programs between Europe and European country and Jordan? How can young people apply for them?
So when I give you an example, you are a student in Hashemite University or Zarqa University or University of Jordan. You are accepted as a student there and you follow a curriculum, right? Past 2 or 3 years, you can apply through your universities to a European university. But universities are connected. They have agreements. And a university like the University of Jordan, but Balka Applied University or many other universities, they have sister and brother organizations in Europe. So they offer to their students in Jordan the possibility to go for 1 semester to a European university. And in the European university, the Jordanian students will continue their education in English. and they will get a diploma that will be recognized. They come back home and they continue their education. They don't lose time. And what we will do as part of our program, and this is why this program is so successful, and we have 800 beneficiaries a year, we will offer support for the travel costs, and we will give a small scholarship to minimize the cost of this mobility. Small scholarship will not cover all the costs. But if you get 2,000 or 3,000 euros, it helps. It makes a difference. It's an incentive. If it reduces the cost on the families to send someone abroad. So Erasmus is definitely a success story because it's convenient. It's affordable. It makes education in Europe affordable for many Jordanian students.
Finally, what message would you like to share with Jordanian children about their future and their role in the world?
I would like to tell them that they have in Europe many friends. All societies, all people are connected. It goes back to 3,000 years ago when Europeans were traveling to this region to live together with your ancestors, the Nabateans and then the Arabs. Look at Jordan. They left so many sites behind where we were living together. Jerah, Shumkais, Decapolis, Pella. All those cities have been created by you with us. We did this together. It's our legacy. So we have a shared history. We are neighbors. We are friends. We have common interest in advancing a world that is based on rules, where we follow, you and me, the same rules, and we can live in peace.
Thank you for your time and sharing your insights with us.
Thank you, Majd. Thank you for coming.
Yes.